So, the reason I say nah, I feel like a scam is because for years I tried to convince myself that it wasn't, that it was worthwhile, that there were good reasons for me to want to stay in university and complete the 4 years of the degree. But now I'm not so sure. The cool thing is I'm now officially qualified and I've completed all requirements to complete my degree. But coming to the end of this journey, university feels way more like a scam than it ever did when I was in university, grinding my ass off. So a couple weeks ago, I get this email from the university telling us about graduation details and all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. But long story short, they tell us that we should settle all our fees and fines as soon as possible by a certain deadline. They give us a deadline and they say, if you don't settle your fees by that date, then the graduation will be postponed. So basically, pay us the money you owe or else, or your graduation doesn't happen.
And initially I'm like, okay, cool, this makes sense because at the end of the day, it's an institution. They don't run for free, so you need to get some way to get people to pay the money they owe. Otherwise, we'd all just graduate and never pay off the fees. I get it. But then I'm also like, hang on a second. I just busted my ass for 4 years trying to get a degree that I was told I needed. Now, when it's time to give me something that I've kind of earned and that also kind of belongs to me, I can't have it because I owe money? It felt like my only value to the university was the amount of money I can pay them. They don't really care about me or trying to actually help me graduate. You're just another number on a spreadsheet or balance sheet who has outstanding fees. I mean, that's facts though. I don't even know why you complain. I mean, it's all true.
And on top of all of this, heading towards graduation, I'm obviously job hunting now. While I'm there job hunting, I noticed that I don't have any particular skills or knowledge from my degree that I can use in my field that'll help me. So does that mean that A, I went to school for 4 years and learned nothing and got no skills from it, and B, I went to school for 4 years and paid $200K, by the way, just so I can qualify to train in a job? Because after completing my degree, the best job you will get is probably an internship where they'll train you to become that thing in that field. My point being that 4 years ago, I could have just went straight into the job market. And then by now, I would have had 4 years of work experience and I would have had my training completed. But the joke's on me, because in all of these job listings, there's not a single job that doesn't list the requirement of having a minimum of 3 years studying in that degree for that field. So scam or not, you need the piece of paper. And for those of you wondering what I majored in environmental studies. So for those of you that like to comment in the comment section that people picked the wrong major, you can do so now in the comments because that was me. I probably picked the wrong major. So it's weird. I haven't thought about it this way for years because I think for years I was in denial about what I was actually doing at university. That I was going for the sake of, and I wasn't really doing it for the right reasons. But ever since then, I turned that voice off because everyone told me to stay in school. I also told myself to stay in school but also because everyone nowadays says that school is a scam or university is a scam. It's very popular to say nowadays that it's a scam because we see now more than ever that you don't necessarily need a degree to succeed in life. Now, you can play with your phone for a few hours and make millions. So it's very easy for any internet millionaire to tell you, if you want to be rich, don't go to university because it's a scam and it's a waste of time. And I just didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be that guy. So I said, no, I'm going to keep my head down, keep working, and get my degree and just get out of here. But now when I'm at the finish line, I'm like, yeah, this may have been a waste of time. This may have been a waste of time for real.
And look, I'm not here to tell people to drop out or that university is holistically a scam. This is just how it feels for me. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe university was supposed to be exactly what it was. Maybe you're supposed to gain all the knowledge and the worthwhile skills while you're in the workplace or in the work environment. And university is just a stepping stone to get there, even though it costs $200K. This is my responsibility at the end of the day because I didn't do proper research, I was misinformed, and I lived my life according to other people's experiences. I just disappointed myself based on unrealistic expectations that I had about what university was supposed to be. Basically, I played myself. There are reasons that it's worth it for other people. People that want to be doctors or engineers, accountants, computer scientists, lawyers, you should go because you obviously can't just step into a hospital and say, train me to be a doctor, bitch. But for the rest of us with more general degrees and less specialized interests or ambitions, it may just be a waste of time.
I think that's a wrap.
Yeah.
At times I recline way back and puff stacks with relations to read my conversations about the devils we be lacing in the revolution. Be enormous how I'm trooping. My mind has been in battle since birth. That's why I'm puffing.